everyone! Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll show you how to crochet this super versatile mesh tote bag. It's lightweight, has a large capacity, and is perfect for carrying all your beach essentials from towels to sunscreen, and everything in between. This easy pattern is great for beginners. Let's get started. Now we're going to work on the base of the bag. We'll start with a slip knot. Hold the yarn with your right hand, with the tail end pointing upwards. Open your left hand. Place the yarn over your palm. Wrap it around your two fingers to form an X. Insert your hook. Go under one side of the X, which is the tail end. Grab it out of the loop, remove your fingers. Tighten the knot. Here is a slip knot. Now we're going to chain 60 stitches. Yarn over. Pull through. You can see a little V here. This is a chain stitch. Yarn over, pull through. That's 2. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. To make sure our chain's straight and flat. Don't put too much attention on your left hand when holding the yarn. The loop on your hook can move freely like this. This is the best tension. When it's too loose, it will drop off easily. Now we'll continue chaining until we get 60. You can pinch the chain under the hook with your thumb, so the loop won't move. In this way, the chains also will be flat and straight. Now I have done my foundation chain. I've chained 60 stitches, and let's measure its width. It measures about 28 centimeters long, or 11 inches. This is the width of your bag. If you feel like it's too big, you can chain less than 60. Or if you like a bigger bag, you can chain more than 60. It's totally up to you. Now we will go over to the first row of our base. We will do a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So where's the 6th chain from the hook? That's the 1st chain from the hook. The 2nd, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. It's in here. We will do a double crochet into this chain stitch. To do a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into this V. We only grab the top loop. Yarn over, pull through. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That's how we do a double crochet. Then we need to chain 1 and skip the next stitch. And do a double crochet into the next one, which is in here. Yarn over, skip this stitch. Insert the hook into this V. Grab only the top loop, yarn over, pull through. We should have 3 loops on the hook. We can pull up the loops to the same height, so the hook won't be caught easily. After done the double crochet, chain 1. Skip the next stitch and do a double crochet into this stitch. Pull through, pull up the loops to the same height. Yarn over, pull through 2. We will follow this mesh pattern all the way across. And we will end up with a double crochet into the last stitch. Don't forget to chain 1 after the double crochet. Skip this stitch. Pull up the loops to the same height. Pull through 2. Now we are arriving at the end of the first row. Chain 1, skip the next chain. Do a double crochet into this one. Chain 1. At the very last stitch, we are going to do a double crochet. Now we have finished our first row of the base. If you've done this row correctly, we should have 28 double crochets. Now these are 5 stitches we've skipped at the beginning of this row. So this is the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We have total of 28 double crochets for the first row. Now, we're going to do our second row of base by turning. And chain 4. That's 1 chain, 2, 3, and 4. We will put a stitch marker in the 3rd chain. These 3 chain stitches count as a double crochet. Now for this row, we're going to repeat the same mesh pattern, which is a double crochet followed by a chain. Another double crochet followed by a chain. Now we're going to do a double crochet into this stitch. We're going to go under this V. Yarn over, go under this V. Grab 2 loops of the V, yarn over. Pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, for this row, all we need to do is just follow the double crochet stitches from the last row. We'll do a double crochet on top of the double crochet from last row. Go under the V. Grab both 2 loops of the V, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Don't forget to chain 1 after you've done a double crochet. For this row, the stitches are perfectly defined. which are on top of the double crochets from the last row, just opposite side. Go under the V, grab 2 loops. Go under the V, we are going to follow this mesh pattern all the way across for this second row. In fact, we'll repeat this mesh pattern for a whole bag. Now, we are doing our last few stitches of this second row. Chain 1. Do another double crochet. On top of this double crochet, go under the V, grab 2 loops of the V, yarn over. Pull through, chain 1. Go under the V stitch, yarn over, pull through. Pull through 2. We can see these 5 chains, which are the 5 chain stitches we have skipped at the beginning of first row. Turn around and you can see them clearly. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. These 3 act as a double crochet. So we are going to do another double crochet. In the 4th chain, we haven't chained 1 yet. Okay, chain 1, yarn over. You can spread these 5 chains out so you can see the stitches more clearly. Insert a hook. See, there's a V. Go under the V. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, we have finished the second row of our base. Now we are going to work on the 3rd row of the base part. Again, follow the same pattern of the 2nd row. Turn. Chain 4. And put a stitch marker into the 3rd chain stitch. This reminds us where to do a double crochet. When we come back, then chain 1, we will follow the same pattern. 1 double crochet, chain 1. 1 double crochet, chain 1. Yarn over. Double crochet on top of the double crochet stitch from the last row. Go under 2 loops of the V. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, chain 1. Go under the V. We will follow this mesh pattern until we have 6 rows for the base. Now we are getting to the end of the 3rd row. Remember where it is? These are for chains at the beginning of the 2nd row. we put a stitch marker in the third chain. This is where we're going to do a double crochet into. So yarn over, insert our hook into the third chain stitch. You can take off the stitch marker. Then go under 2 loops of the V. Pull through 2. Again, pull through 2. We finished the third row of the base. We're going to work on the fourth row of the base by turning and then chain 4. Don't forget to put a stitch marker in the third chain. This reminds us where to make a double crochet when we come back here. Chain 1. We will work from right to left. When we reach the end of the fourth row, which is here, we will do a double crochet. We'll continue this double crochet, then chain 1 pattern back and forth until we get 6 rows. We have done our fourth row. Remember, at the beginning of each row, we need to turn and chain 4. Put a stitch marker in the third chain and always work from right to left. At the end of the 5th row, we will do a double crochet here and turn. We always work from right to left. I'm getting to the last stitch of the 6th row. Make sure you don't miss any stitches. We will do a double crochet here to close off this row. Take off the stitch marker. Now I finished my base part, which has 6 rows. If you like a bigger bag, you can do more than 6 rows. It's up to you. Now we're going to work on the body of the bag. Turn the work. We're going to work on the rounds in counterclockwise direction. First, we're going to work along this side. Since we have 6 rows on this side, there are going to be 6 double crochets accordingly. To begin with, we also need to chain 4. And put a stitch marker in the third chain stitch. Along this side, we don't have defined stitches, so it's a bit difficult to see where to insert the hook. We need to do double crochets into space on top of the posts. Go under 2 loops of the V and do a double crochet. Then chain 1. We don't have defined stitches along this side. Just grab 2 loops on top of the post and do double crochets. We will follow this mesh pattern along the side and all the way around. Chain 1. We are getting to the corner of this side. Here are 4 chains. You can turn it around and spread it out to see them clearly. We need to double crochet into the 3rd chain. Go under the V. You can spread it out to grab the loops. After done the double crochet, then chain 1. To recap, along this side, we have 6 rows below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes the same for the opposite side down here. So we've done 6 double crochets accordingly for this side, then turn. We're going to work along this side. This side is the opposite side of foundation chains we started with the base. We're going to do double crochets in the spaces on top of the posts. Little space on top of the double crochet, which is here, here, and here. We have done a double crochet here. So this is the next stitch. Insert our hook. Go under the back ridge and the front loop of the chain, and then double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2. We don't want to miss any stitches. For this side, the chains are also very defined. You can follow the pattern of the posts below. Do double crochets on top of the double crochets below. You can see, as the first round goes, it starts to curve, which is good as we want to build up the height for the bag. Now, we are arriving at the corner of this side. This is the last stitch of this side. Don't forget to chain 1 after the double crochet. Now we are getting to this side, which also have 6 rows below. We have done a double crochet here. So this is the next stitch where we'll make a double crochet into. Carry the loose end, just make sure the loose end is over the hook. Chain 1. Go under the V. Carry the loose end and make sure it's over the hook when you crochet. In this way, we will hide the loose end in the stitches without weaving in later on. Go under the V. Make sure glue ends over the hook. Chain 1. Now, we will double crochet into the third chain where the stitch marker is in. Go under both V-loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then chain 1. You can see along this side, we've also done 6 double crochet. Then turn and follow the same mesh pattern for the last side of the first round. One last thing you need to remember is this is the last stitch of the first round. Skip this last stitch, since this is the beginning of this round. So if we do a double crochet here, it will add up to an extra stitch, which makes your bag looks weird. And then we will going to slip stitch to this chain. Yarn over, do a double crochet on top of the post below. Go under the V, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 1, do another double crochet. For this side, you also can see the defined stitches. Double crochet into the space above the post, then chain 1. Now we're getting to the end of the first round. This is our final stitch. We will double crochet here, and we'll skip this double crochet and a slip stitch to this chain where the stitch marker is in. Go under both loops of the V. Take off the stitch marker. Yarn over, pull through. Pull through the loop on our hook. Then tighten it. So we finished the first round of main body. It's starting to curve at 4 corners. Therefore, it's building up the height of the bag body. Moving on to the next round. We also start the next round by chaining 4. And don't forget to put a stitch marker in the third chain. This reminds us where to slip stitch to when we come around from the first stitch. We also follow the same pattern, do double crochet, then chain 1. Go under the V, go under 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then chain 1. From this round, we don't need to count stitches anymore because you can eyeball where to crochet. We can follow the mesh pattern of the previous round. Actually, we will follow this pattern for the whole body. When we get to the corner, keep doing double crochets on top of the posts. The stitches are very easy to find. You can eyeball it. Continue crocheting until we get to the end of the second round. We're getting to the corner of the second round. Do a slip stitch to the third chain where the stitch marker is in. Take off the stitch marker. Go under the V. Pull through the first loop, then pull through the second loop on our hook. Tighten it to close off this round. We've finished the second round. Moving on to the next round. By chaining 4. And put a stitch marker into the third chain, then chain 1. We'll also need to follow the same pattern as last round, which is do a double crochet, then chain 1. You can crochet how many rounds you like. If you get more rounds, you will get a taller bag. We're getting to the end of this round. Do a slip stitch to the marker. We'll slip stitch to the stitch marker. Now, I'm happy with this depth for my bag, so I stopped doing more rounds. We're going to outline the edges for the bag by 2 rows of single crochet. You can count how many rounds you have done by counting the double crochet numbers. These are the bottom of the bag. These are 6 rows of double crochet for the bottom. These are 2 corners of the bag. From my bag, I have done 21 rounds to build up the height. If you like a taller bag, you can continue doing more rounds. Now I'm going to do 2 rounds of single crochet. Moving on to the next round, make sure you have chain 1. We will continue doing single crochets on top of every V all the way around. Insert your hook into this big hole. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. We will mark the first single crochet with a stitch marker. We will single crochet into the next V. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. We don't have to chain 1 after single crochet for this round. Insert our hook into this space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. We'll do a single crochet on top of this V, which is also in the space on top of this double crochet. Next, we'll do a double crochet into this space, which is this hole here. Insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We will continue doing single crochets on top of every V all the way around. Then we will slip stitch to the stitch marker. Go under the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm reaching the end of this round with single crochets in each and every V. And we will slip stitch to the stitch marker. Insert our hook, go under the V, and pull through. Pull through the loop on your hook. We have finished the first round of single crochet to outline the edge. Now we will do another round of single crochet. Don't forget to chain 1 for the next round. And we go under the V, yarn over, pull through. Make sure you've put a stitch marker in the first single crochet. We will slip stitch here when we come around and back to here. Go under the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We're doing another round of single crochet on top of each V. Now I'm reaching the end of the second round of single crochet. We will do a slip stitch to the stitch marker, otherwise it may bunch up a bit. We will skip the stitch right to the stitch marker and slip stitch into the stitch marker directly. Take off the stitch marker. Pull through. Pull through the loop on your hook and tighten it. Now we've finished outlining the edge for the bag. Now I'm going to crochet the straps. It goes like this, with fur ends attaching to the bag. We will start crocheting from here, then chain 90 stitches. And it goes back down to this side. And we will continue doing single crochets all the way around. Now I'm going to find the 2 stitches along the edge. Start from the left side. We can see here's the stitch at the bottom. The mesh might go slanting a bit. You need to straighten it out to find it. It's this stitch for the left side. Now let's see how many stitches for each round. I've crocheted 6 rows for the base. So here are 6 double crochets. And for the opposite side, I also have 6 rows, which means 6 double crochets. And I have 28 double crochets for both the front and back side. That makes a total number of 68 single stitches for each round, so excluding 2 stitches for 2 edges. I have 33 single crochets for both front and back. So I will count 33 double crochets from the left edge to find the right edge stitch. This is the stitch on the right edge. I'm putting a stitching marker into it. Then, I'd like my straps goes from here I will put stitch marker on top of this double crochet. I will count how many double crochets between these 2 stitch markers. There are 9 double crochets. It goes the same for this side. I will count 9 double crochets and put a stitch marker on the 10th stitch. Here's the 9th stitch. Here's the 10th. I will put a stitch marker on top of this double crochet. Turn it over. It goes the same for the back too. I will count 9 stitches from here. Then put a stitch marker on top of it. I will do the same for this side. Here's the 10th double crochet. You can count how many double crochets in between these 2 stitch markers. The numbers should be the same on this side as well. Now I can take off the stitch markers on the 2 edges. And just keep these for stitch markers. Now we're going to work on the next round where we're going to crochet the straps. Don't forget to chain 1 first. And we'll go all the way down to the stitch marker with single crochets. Make sure that you put a stitch marker in the first single crochet you've done. Otherwise, you won't remember where to slip stitch to. Go under every V to do a single crochet. Now I'm reaching the stitch marker. I will do a single crochet as normal. Take off the stitch marker. Then I'm going to chain 90 stitches for the strap. yarn over, pull through, that's 1 chain, yarn over, pull through, that's 2, 3, Now I've chained 90 for one of the straps. Now I'm going to do a single crochet in the other stitch marker. We'll continue doing single crochets until we will reach this stitch marker. Then we would do another 90 chains and start to single crochet from here go under the V, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm reaching the stitch marker. I will do a single crochet into it as normal and start to chain 90. Yarn over, pull through. Now I've chained 90 stitches. You can eyeball the straps if they are the same length. You can adjust the chain numbers to make the second strap has the same length as the previous one. Okay, they're pretty much the same length. We will do a single crochet in this stitch marker. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We will continue doing single crochets to this very first single crochet for this row. And I will slip stitch to it. Skip the stitch right to the stitch marker. Slip stitch to the stitch marker. Go under the V, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on your hook. Now we've finished the first round for the straps. And I will go over the second round for the straps. Don't forget to chain 1. And do a single crochet into the next stitch. Don't forget to put a stitch marker in the first single crochet. to remind us where to slip stitch to. Go under every V to do single crochet. We will continue doing single crochet until we reach the corner. As you can see, here is the strap. In order to get the corner to curve naturally, we need to do a decrease over these 2 stitches. This stitch connects the body and the strap. And this is the first chain of the strap. We'll do a decrease over these 2 stitches. Insert your hook, go under the V. Yarn over. But don't yarn over again yet. This is an unfinished single crochet. Then insert hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. Now there are 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. Here is the decrease to form the corner naturally. Now we would do double crochet into each and every chain stitch along the strap. Straight the chain out. Make sure you grab the top loop, not the back ridge. Yarn over, pull through. Now I'm getting to the end of this strap. We will continue doing single crochet. Until we reach the last chain. We will do a decrease over the last chain and the next chain, which connects the body and strap. We will put a stitch marker in it. Here are the last chain and next chain, which connects the strap and the body. Now we will decrease over here and this stitch. Take out the stitch marker. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Don't yarn over again yet. Go under the next V. Yarn over. You should have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull through all 3 loops. This forms the curve naturally for the strap. Then we will continue doing single crochets in each and every stitch. We'll continue doing single crochet until we reach the strap. And do a decrease over the 2 stitches to get the corner to curve naturally. We are reaching the beginning of the other strap. Similarly, we will do a decrease over these stitches. The stitch connecting the body and the strap and the first chain of the strap. Now we are doing a decrease. Insert your hook. Pull through, but don't yarn over again yet. Insert your hook into next stitch. There are 3 loops on our hook. Pull over 3 loops all at once. Now we will continue doing single crochet in each and every chain stitch. Only grab the top loop of the chain. And keep doing single crochet until we reach the last chain of the strap. And do a decrease over the last chain of strap and the chain next to it. Now we will decrease over these 2 stitches. Insert your hook. Yarn over, pull through. Go under the V of the next stitch. Yarn over, there are 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Then we'll continue doing single crochets on top of each V. And slip stitch to the stitch marker. Skip this last stitch and slip stitch directly into the stitch marker. We have finished the second round of the strap. Next round is a repeat of the previous round. Now chain 1. And do a single crochet into the next stitch. And don't forget to mark the first single crochet with a stitch marker. Which reminds us where to slip stitch to. We will continue doing single crochet on top of each V. When we reach the strap, do a decrease over the first stitch of the strap and the next stitch. Then do a single crochet into each and every V. We will continue doing single crochets all the way around until we get to the stitch marker. Skip the stitch before the marker and slip stitch to the stitch marker. Please remember, at each corner of the 2 straps, you need to do a decrease. We are reaching the end of this round, and we will going to fasten off and cut off the yarn. Make sure you've left enough length to weave in. Cut off the yarn. Then pull through with your hook. Thread the loose end into the yarn needle. Insert the needle into the slip stitch. Once we insert the needle, we can take the stitch marker off. Pull through. and go back to the last stitch we've done for this round, which is in here. Thread through the front loop and the loop under it. Now you can see it forms a V naturally without bunching up. Now we can tighten it a bit, and we are going to fasten off. To fasten off, we need to hide the loose end inside the bag. Since we've done single crochets below, we can hide the loose end into the single crochet stitches. You can hide it in a few stitches to secure the end, pull through the needle. You can turn and pull the end into an opposite direction. Make sure it doesn't poke through. Okay, we can snip off the excess. Now you can see the straps curve badly. That's because we only crocheted one side of the chains. Now we're going to do one more round of single crochets along the inner side of the strap to straighten it out. Now I'm going to make a slip knot and then chain one. This is a slip knot. Then chain one. Take off the hook and pinch the loop. Insert our hook anywhere between the straps. I will go from here. And insert your hook, put the loop back on the hook, go under the V. Pull out the loop and chain one. And we will do a single crochet in the same space. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. And we will mark the first single crochet. We will hide the loose end as we crochet. Insert our hook, go under the V. And make sure the loose end is go over, not under the hook. Carry the loose end and make sure it's over the hook and do a double crochet. We will continue doing the single crochets until we reach the corner of the strap. And we will do a decrease between the two stitches which connects the body and the strap and the stitch next to it. Now we are reaching the corner between the strap and the body. We're going to do a decrease. Insert your hook, go under the V, yarn over. Insert your hook into the next V, yarn over. There are 3 loops on the hook. Pull through all 3 loops. Then we will do single crochets on top of each V. Make sure you grab both front and back loop of each chain. You may need to turn it over to see the V more clearly. Here are 2 loops of the V. Make sure you go under 2 loops of the V. You can see we've outlined the inner side of the strap. It's much more flat and straight than this one, which haven't been outlined yet. Decrease over these 2 stitches around the corner. We're going to fasten off. Make sure you've left enough length to weave in. Cut the yarn. Pull through with your hook. Thread the yarn into the yarn needle. Insert the needle into the stitch marker. Take off the stitch marker. Then we are going to insert the needle back to the last stitch. It forms a V naturally. Then we will hide the loose end inside of the bag under the single crochet stitches. You can go over a few more stitches to secure the loose end. And it goes the same with this side as well. You can see the strap is much more straight up than this one. And I will move on to outline the inner side for the other strap, then the bag will be finished. Now I have finished outlining the inner side for the other strap. So I have finished the mesh bag. Now I'm going to put a handmade label on my bag. That's all for this bag. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed making this mesh tote bag as much as I did. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss a new tutorial. I've got lots more fun crochet projects coming your way. See you in the next one.